what does success mean for this project?
So not only from this project, but in general, when we have our introduction project, what is the success of this project? What are the parameters that are determining the success of the project? So for example, success can be, we have reintroduced 100 bison and we have double size now. So this is already a success. A success can be that, for example, we had the bison and we had 1 year without conflicts, or we reintroduced the bison, there were no deaths during the transport. So there are many small successes. But I think that when we say success and rewilding, we often think on the big success. And the big success is that the bison are impacting the environment. That thanks to the bison, things are changing in a positive way. So what we expect as a big success is that bison are maintaining the grasslands, for example. So this is something that we might expect, that in the next 100 years, through just grazing in these big spaces and encroaching and trampling these shrubs and small trees, bison will maintain these open habitats with all the diversity of species that's there. So I think this is the success we are expecting. And also correlated to this is that if this is happening, then there will be many more other benefits. And for example, there will be the carbon storage and so on. But I think we won't be able to see these successes because it requires time. Rewilding is a long process. We get very excited when we do these projects. Maybe we think we will see the results soon, but it's not like this. And sometimes we don't even see the results. Things are just happening and are happening under our eyes, but we cannot see them. And actually, this is what I like about science, is that we won't discover anything new as scientists, but mostly we are just seeing things how they're occurring. So that's the point, is that it's happening already. It's not something new we've discovered, but just we are seeing from another perspective. Maybe this reintroduction project is just a success. So already many things are happening, but we just don't see them now. So that's also why it's important to improve our knowledge, to have this scientific work. Many times people might say rewilding, okay, it uses scientific knowledge as a base to guide the process, but then it's more conservation. It's not science, rewilding. But it's not true. It's also science, because through learning what's happening there in these places, we are really understanding what's the outcome of the rewilding, what's the positive effect, or what will be the negative effect. So then what's beautiful about rewilding is that really we have, as you said, we have everything inside there. So many things are happening. It's very, very complex. You can have different teams working on different topics. So if we only think we have over 8,000 bison freely roaming in Europe, right? We think that people from Poland are working, people from Romania are working, as well as in Azerbaijan there is a new reintroduction project. Then in Lithuania we have also 2 different herds. In Russia, actually, because it's part of the European continent, we have the biggest herd of bison in one place, with over 1,300 bison.
Wow.
So then if we really think about these numbers, under these numbers there is the huge work of many people. So many people have dedicated their life to work in bison reintroduction, assessing what's the genetic diversity of bison, the breeding effort. So we have the breeders is the first step. The second step will be the people working on the genetics. So all the people from Poland that have been working on this. Then we have all the conservation stakeholders, organizations to bring back the bison. Then we have the scientists. Then we start having the local communities. So I think that this is the success. The one that's happening on the small study scale. So the success of a single reintroduction area, but the success is that this species was extinct in the wild, and now thanks to the work of these people is back, and is back in many places. And thanks to this, many people have found a willing in their life, have found like an aim in their life. So really, I think that bison did not really not only alter the ecological processes, but also had an impact on people's life. So yes, so that's beautiful. That's the most beautiful part about rewilding that we don't really hear about, because we really focus on what's the impact of bison on the environment, but it's much more than that.